Rebirth Island is officially back, and what you're looking at right here is Rebirth After Dark, the playlist that we have this weekend. Now, the really good news is that we can play Rebirth solos, duos, trios, or quads, so you're going to have your choice of game modes. And I have to say, it's very bright in some areas, but if you were to go down like this way, as you can kind of see here, it gets really dark. Now, we're actually going to go ahead and spectate today. My whole goal is to help you improve as a player, but first and foremost, I want to talk about how exactly the playlist is going to be moving forward. I think there's a lot of confusion about what playlists we're going to have available when. So I want to clarify that for you, and then we'll go ahead and spectate, because like I said, my whole goal is to help you improve as a player. Real quick, if you are looking to get better Rebirth, just consider subscribing down below. I also cover all of the updates, any Rebirth changes that happen, so if you are looking to stay up to date, make sure you subscribe. Now, in terms of the Rebirth playlist, understand that it is rotating daily during the week. So up until Monday at around 1 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to have this playlist available. And like I said, it's solos, duos, trios, and quads for Rebirth After Dark. Now, on Monday at 1 p.m., we go back to a rotating playlist. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it is going to change every single day between basically 4 options. And each day is going to be a different option. We have Rebirth quads. We have Rebirth Iron Trials quads. We have Caldera Resurgence quads and Caldera Iron Trials quads, I think is the 4th. But each day, it is going to change between one of those. So we are going to have a day of Rebirth quads, and then the other days, we're probably going to have to play Fortune's Keep. But then next weekend, which is the weekend of September 9th, so this upcoming weekend, or I guess the next weekend after this, we have Rebirth quads again. So it's only going to be Rebirth quads. Now, the biggest question mark is what happens after that. On September 12th, we don't really have any insight into how it's going to look after that. I think they're going to do one more week of daily playlists, and then who knows what that weekend is actually going to look like with Rebirth. I hope they bring Rebirth back in a more defined and, you know, guaranteed manner, because we all love Rebirth. We all want to stay on Rebirth. Now, the other thing that I do want to talk about real quick is, I know this was a really big question that I had. I kind of played a game or two. I don't think you need a thermal scope on this map. It's not like the Rebirth After Dark that we had Halloween of like 2020, where it was like super dark. I don't think it's like that where you have to run a thermal scope. I think you're fine running a normal scope. Now, let's go ahead and jump in here. We are playing trios. As I said, we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers right now. We've got a lot of people looking to improve, and if you want to get better, start dropping more 20-kill games, look, just make sure you're subscribed down below so that my content gets pushed. We've got this team 3 stacking right here. Now, what I always say with stacking is if you're not good enough to split off on your own, I understand you stacking. The biggest thing with stacking that people get frustrated is when it's super sweats. You know, 4 KD players like myself, or 2 KD or 3 KD players that are able to start splitting that don't. Now, they should get loaded down right here. They have enough. They should immediately go focus on loadout at the end of the day. A lot of you struggle with that in terms of cash awareness, not even cash flow. I mean, a lot of you struggle with cash flow, but cash awareness and understanding when you have enough for a loadout, when you have enough for a UAV. Those are, of course, the 2 main things. I don't recommend buying muni boxes, plates every once in a while. Don't buy a gas mask. Don't buy an armor box unless you desperately need it. But right here, they're going to get loadout, and they should start pushing now to somewhere, right? So in this moment right here, we don't have any information. So what do you do if you're looking to get a high kill game? The answer is very simple. I rotate to prison here. Why? Prison is going to be the hot area. When we look at hot areas on Rebirth, we've got prison, control, living quarters, Nova 6, and headquarters. You know, yes, bio and chem can have teams, but generally speaking, this is where the bulk of the teams are going to be, because it's the center of the map. And right here, you still have 10 other teams up. So if you are looking to get high kills, we're going to go ahead and push up with user 465 right here to see what this player is going to do. I can't tell if they're, based on where they're looking, they kind of keep looking back, maybe coming to their teammate, but they're looking for something. Oh, there's one up top. That's why. Yo, he killed You're Not That Guy, pal. I mean, that guy was clearly not that guy. Now, I go push into prison here because we're starting to get into the hot area where we can use things like footstep audio to understand people are around. As I always say in my videos, you can't trust directional footstep audio. So you can't trust that somebody's to your left, right, above, below. But what you can do is trust that somebody's at least around you, and you got to start being prepared. So once footsteps above. Hit it. Let's go. So he hits that right there. Shooting above, right? So that was a silenced weapon. We don't know exactly where it is besides the fact that we can tell it's above, but we don't get that mini-map ping. Let's go ahead and push. PPSH right here. This is a little different than the normal build, but the PPSH is absolutely probably the top SMG right now, strictly for the fact that it kills the fastest. I mean, it is just absolutely insane. Good push right there. Oh, he's got collie sticks. Good push right there. And he has to kind of notice he pushed instead of waiting to get pushed. Even though he was getting pushed, he got control back by jumping over that corner. Keep moving. Yep, now you're able to re-challenge. He just missed a few shots there. He missed his first few shots, which is why he goes down. That was a very winnable gunfight. He played that well. He challenged when he had to, but at the end of the day, he goes down just because he missed a few shots. Let's go back to that stairwell situation right there, because he is getting pushed by that enemy, right? The guy threw a stun. He was coming in with collie sticks, but because he jumped over him and he took control of that fight back by pushing that guy and kind of taking the initiative, he's able to win that gunfight. He creates that window he needs to hit shots. Now he's going to go ahead and zip over to Nova 6. Nova 6, 100% a hot area. I actually love fighting in Nova 6, which we can talk about. Fight where you feel strong, especially as you're a better player in splitting. You should kind of have a natural rotation to where you feel most comfortable. Sometimes for me, it's living quarters. Sometimes for me, it's control. It kind of depends on the week and how I'm feeling. But if I'm not fighting well in control and I seem to keep rotating there and dying, stop rotating that way. Instead, especially early game in first and second circle, where you still have 8 other teams, you can rotate different areas. Hit your shots right here. Get the down. Nope. All over the place. That guy might get away. No, if that guy had Serpentine, he might have. By the way, Serpentine was nerfed. Serpentine now only works when you are in a tack sprint. Before, it worked whenever you were sprinting. Now it only works in a tack sprint. That's going to really bring Quick Fix back into the mix. I think a lot of people, we'll see how it affects it going forward, but you know, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a good change that we'll see. I think Serpentine's a great thing for Caldera. I really do, because you're so out in the open. You kind of have to be able to use that to your advantage and get away. But on Rebirth, like, it's so easy to finesse and get back into a building. There's very few spaces where you actually get super caught out in the open. So go challenge this guy. Now go push immediately. Challenge, play with this momentum right here. Okay, so to your left, nope, don't follow. To your left, you hit the jump spot, you would have met him right at that door, right? So he had to take the little window above him. He would have been fine. He ends up getting that kill anyway. But on a better player, he may not get that kill. One down below. Make sure you anticipate here. Yeah, good challenge right there. He just missed shots. That's where aim's the most important thing. If you're not working on your aim and movement, my warm-up takes 10 minutes per day to become a better player. That's it. 10 minutes per day that you play will allow you to get warmed up. You won't be in the blender that first game that you get on. But, oh, you got like 2 seconds left. Oh, is he going to get back? He does get back, and he clutches up that. He's using the well gun, not a great SMG option in my opinion. Going back, my warm-up takes 10 minutes. You're going to stay out of the blender in that first game or first few games that you get on. You've all been there before. You get on, you feel absolutely horrible in terms of your aim, in terms of your movement. You feel clunky. You feel like you can't hit a shot. Warm up 10 minutes before. It's also going to help overall. It's going to help you be more precise with that right stick, be able to hit shots. We've got fire sale up. We don't have enough cash for a UAV or anything. We've got 6 teams still alive. So right now we're going to push into the hot area. We're going to go ahead and rotate early here. We're going to get back into prison. Nope. We're going to stop. We're not going to get to prison because, as I always say, when you are rotating to a hot area, 9 times out of 10, you're going to run into a team before that. So now we know that there's a team over in Grandma's. I love this push right here. Little bit of a safer push. I always talk about like not being too over aggressive. Oh, he didn't actually anticipate that guy. Oh, he's going to challenge. Good shots right there with the NZ. NZ's not a great option either right now in terms of TTK. I did post my top ARs and SMGs video. Vanguard PPSH is, of course, going to be the #1 SMG just because of the TTK. You've got the Blixen. You've got the Arma. You know, you've got, oh, challenge right there. Good shots with the Blixen. Blixen's still a really good option, even though it's been nerfed. Marco's still a really good option. In terms of my ARs, I love the Cooper Carbine. I love the Grau. I love the Kilo. Those are kind of the main 3, I think. Those are the main 3. I might have one slipping me. Those are kind of my main 3. I really love the Cooper. The UGM is really good. It's the highest KD gun right now, meaning the highest KD players are using it. It's just not very popular because a lot of people don't have it unlocked, and it's a pain to unlock. Good shots right there with the NZ, and this guy's playing well. This guy's playing really well right here. I wonder if this is a like streamer of some sort. I don't think so. Just because of the user 465. Some of them have streamer mode where they can hide their names, and this, I don't know if this is the name or not, but okay, you know there's one down below in shower, so go ahead and challenge right here. You've got 50. He might be getting a little nervous that he's being spectated. You've got no plates, but you got to go keep control. Notice he's just playing patient right now. He's in a position where he can get pushed. So we need to go win control. We need to go gain momentum again and start to push people. And we push people by anticipating and executing. Good shots right there. Now execute. I don't have the mini-map pings, but execute based on this information. Go start to figure out how. One to your left. Challenge. We got to go look at somebody else. Anchorman's flying back in. Maybe not. Let's see what he does here. Notice he's just playing so passive right now. He's not... Well, you just gave your enemies something to blow up. I mean, go for it, though. You need... Okay, so where do you need to be? Let's talk endgame. Respawn disabled. So now we focus on endgame. We need to be right in this little tunnel right here. Can't quite get the down, so go keep the pressure on. You got one above. You got to keep the pressure on right there, especially once you get that break. Good shots right there. Yeah, notice that little slide to a jump. It's a great move. It's one of my favorite moves to do. You're going to slide cancel around the corner and then immediately jump, or slide cancel into somebody and then immediately jump back. Oh, he rezzed. Can he get both? No, he just missed. Okay, so when you challenge that situation and you hear that revive happen, one of them is going to be low health, one of them is going to be full plates or somewhere around full plates. The moment you start shooting somebody, you got to register in your mind exactly what that is. So right there, as soon as he saw the first guy broken, he knows that's the full health guy, and the other one is going to be like very low health, basically a bullet or two, and he's just got to snap a little bit on. He should have hip fired right there with his SMG. That would have allowed him to, you know, really start to, or actually really get that team wipe right there. Now, in terms of overarching themes from today, if you did make it already or to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Kind of biggest thing we've seen today, that change of pace, right? Sometimes he did a really good job of pushing. That team we watched for the most part did a really good job. Sometimes they were playing too passive and end up getting pushed. We kind of took a look at why aim was so important. We saw a few of these players go down simply because they missed shots. That's the UGM right there. That's the UGM, and the mobility is actually not terrible for an LMG. We look at things like the PKM, the Stoner. Nope, you got caught out in the open. By the way, where did I tell you have to be? I told you have to be in the tunnel, right? The tunnel is where you want to be. Watch this. Circle pulls right back to you. Boom. Now all you have to do is execute a little bit, and you should be able to clutch this up because you have that power position and cover. Cover being the most important thing. Why? Because in this case, right, this scenario right here, because they have cover behind this wall, they're able to revive. Is this guy going to revive? Is this guy going to revive or no? Revive your teammate. What? You're not that guy, pal. You've got one kill. Revive your teammate, chat. Why isn't he reviving his teammate? He's got one kill. He's going to choke this win. I hope they lose. I never wish for people to lose, and it's probably bad for me to say that, but I hope they lose. That is such an ego play, chat. An ego play by somebody who you know, is probably a player looking to improve, right? Just revive your teammate. You're in such a good position. Now you need to go fight for rooftop right here. 1v3, right? Should have been a 2v3, but nope. He ended up going down and he ended up deciding not to revive his teammate for some reason. So he's going to end up being in a 1v3 situation. You know, they're down below in showers just based on previous pings, and he's going to go ahead and I'm not banking on this guy right here. He's playing with gas. There's no reason to play this with gas. You gotta hold this team out of circle and find a way to get an easy knock. Find a way to get an easy knock right there, backside. Oh, maybe he is decent. He's actually in a good spot to challenge here. He's actually not in a bad position. I just don't, there's no need to ego that. There's no need to ego that and not revive right there. Okay, so here's exactly what's going to happen. We're in circle number 7. Watch this. I'm going to call this right now. We're in circle number 7. He's not going to challenge anybody because he's not in a good position to challenge. What's then going to happen is circle number 8 stops moving. Circle number 8 now closes. That circle's going to close. He has no gas mask. He has no stims. That 1v3 is just going to wait him out. He's going to end up dying just simply because of that, simply because he can't actually play fast enough. When we talk about, you know, end game, you got to execute. Circle number 8's now closing. Now he's playing against the clock. He's playing against the clock. Oh, he gets the thirst. He gets a thirst. Where are the other two? He gets one knock. Nope, you don't have any stims. You're dead because you waited too long. Uh-oh. Could he clutch? He's gonna play the gas mask. No, he's dead. He's dead. Is he gonna... Oh my gosh. No way he clutches this, right? No way he clutches this. Nope, he just missed shots. He just missed shots. So I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.